All right, it's time to talk to Sonia from Bryan Insurance Agency. Today, we're going to talk a little bit, about something that not so much fun to talk about, but it is a major reality.
Yeah, Rick, I read this the other day, and I just couldn't believe it. November the 7th this year, which of course was last week, was the 16th anniversary that someone has died. At least one person a day has died on Texas highways from an auto accident. So, we think about streaks and anniversaries as being a good thing, but this is a really bad thing. And it's just hard to fathom that ever since November 7th, 2000, at least one person has died on our highways in Texas. And the Texas Department of Transportation really has a huge push to try to end the streak. And so I thought we would talk about that today.
What we see a lot more nowadays is there's so much more opportunity for distracted driving, things like that. And it's crazy how that whenever we do hear about a fatality or we do hear about a major wreck or something like that, the first thing we all start thinking about is all the distractions that are out there.
Well, that is an issue, but actually the first and second is close to a tie. The first and second reasons for motor vehicle related fatalities in Texas is driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs and not using a seatbelt.
Now, seatbelts being a law here in Texas, that should be easy to follow, but I know a lot of folks feel that otherwise.
Yeah, when I started researching this, I assumed that distracted driving was going to be the number one reason, but no, it's not. DWIs and not wearing seatbelts were, obviously, DWI is something that is very easily preventable, but not wearing your seatbelt, that's just something that you should just do it. You should, if you're the driver, you shouldn't even leave the driveway before everybody in that car is buckled up, because that really does save lives. Statistics prove that it does.
Well, it's so easy to put it on too, and I mean it's not that constraining. A lot of folks, that's one of the things you hear a lot of times. But the thing is, it does save a lot of lives.
It does. And then the third cause of vehicle fatality is distracted driving. It's not always texting and driving. Of course, that's one we think about, and that's very dangerous. But also, people trying to eat their lunch while they're driving, they're in a hurry, they're running errands, they're trying to do too much, and they're not paying attention. So those three things are the biggest majority of what causes auto fatalities, and those are three things that are completely unnecessary. I know we personally, and we've lost. Losing one person is too many people, but we've lost way too many people that we know and care about in auto accidents. And this is definitely one streak that I would love to see stopped. And I certainly would like for, anybody that's listening, any of our friends, family, any of our clients, that, we don't want to lose somebody that way. And so, just think about, pay attention to what you're doing when you drive. Put the seatbelt on. Don't lose focus, and keep safe so that you can make it to your destination safely.
One thing, since we're talking about this, about also don't add insult to injury by not carrying insurance and out driving. That is another thing that's completely inexcusable.
Yeah, it is a law to have insurance, and you definitely don't want to drive a vehicle without insurance. It is a cost, but it's a law, but it's also to protect you and your financial future. TxDOT does have some suggestions. Buckle up, like we've already talked about. Never drink and drive. Drunk driving kills. Get a sober ride home. Call somebody. Take a cab. Take an Uber. Whatever. Do not get behind the wheel if you've been drinking. Pay attention. Put your phone away. Avoid distractions, and then drive the speed limit. Or if the weather conditions warrant, drive lower than the speed limit. But those are some simple things that you can do to keep safe.
Now, if you have any questions about insurance, your insurance policy on your vehicle, or if you have any questions whatsoever about some things we talked about, you'd like to discuss these with Bryan Insurance Agency, how's the best way to get a hold of y'all?
Well, you can call us, of course, 940-549-2525. You can come see us. We're on the second floor of the Sierra Bank Building in downtown Graham, or you can visit us on the web, www.bryanins.com.
And with all the holiday travel coming up, we need to drive safe Texas. So out there, make sure that you think about these things before you get behind the wheel. Sonia, thank you for coming by and discussing this with us. And I know that, and I hope that a lot of people will heed this warning. Stay tuned. We have more coming up here on Your Lincoln Leader as we roll through this 8 o'clock hour.